I don't know if you can see that. So that's the plan with the next 3 panels that came with this sheet of decals and in the kit for the little round box. With the larger cylindrical box I mentioned earlier, you will get the equivalent of 2 full sheets of decals in your kit because the surface of the box, as I mentioned, is quite a bit larger. So we want to make sure you have the ability to pretty much cover it with art. If you choose, it's up to you, you could put less and then just have extra decals left over. If you have extra white space like this, you want to trim that off. You don't have to get very close to the design, but having that extra white space, it just makes it a cleaner application. Okay, this is now ready. This is the one we had in the water a minute ago. And you can see when I bring it up to the camera, if you slide it forward, the art now is separate from the paper. If you're looking at it before it's wet, there's no way to separate it. It's the same. Here, it's now 2 different items. So we're going to take that portion we slid forward, put it on our lid in this case. We're going to position it where we'd like it to end up and just slide the paper out from underneath. Now you have a couple of wrinkles, kind of straighten those out a little bit. And your option here is that you can use the heat of your hand because this paper is heat activated to a degree. Getting it situated where I want it. Or you can at this point hold it down, anchor it with your thumb, and use the heat of a hairdryer, but only for about 30 seconds. We're going to use our hand because it's less noisy. And basically, if you're in a cold environment, the hairdryer is going to be a better option because if your hands are cold, this isn't going to have any value whatsoever. But you can see how less of the wrinkles are there, and the heat of my hand is causing the decal to adhere or shrink back to the box. There we go. You can see now those wrinkles are gone. This is not going to move anymore. It's actually attached to the box. So now you have the lid pretty much done on the top. We would then move around and do the same process around the base of the box. And this is the way it looks at the end of the actual all-inclusive kit. However, when you're ready to go another step further, and if you have a couple additional dimensional pen options and a few rhinestones sitting around, you can end up with a box that looks like this. This would be done with black, silver, that's black pearl, silver, hematite, and AB crystal clear Swarovski crystals. Those are 12 SS Swarovskis on there, and I did not put the black pearl on the sides. I left the black pearl only to the top, but I did put the hematite rhinestones on the side just to bring the whole thing into a cohesive completion. And there's your gift box. Very easy, relatively quick, takes only about, with drawing time, maybe an hour, and it's an incredible gift to give to someone. The last thing I wanted to mention, and I'm going to show you that now, is when you open your box, you have to be aware that the lip of your box is going to come over the top of the bottom design. Notice how I stopped the dimensional paint a good ½ inch from the top of the box. That's to accommodate the lip of the box itself. You have to keep that in mind. Another thing that I often do is if I have, and I usually do this regardless, it's not if, I put triple thick from top to bottom to protect the art, protect these decals, and make sure that they stay in place. But one of the other things that I do is take ultrafine steel wool. This would be a piece of ultrafine steel wool. Comes in a package that looks like this. If you've never seen it before, you can get this at your local hardware store, at Lowe's, at Home Depot, or whatever hardware store you have near you, Ace. And notice that the quadruple zeros are in red. That's because this is ultrafine steel wool. Very important that that's the one you pick up. The others are a little bit too harsh. When my box is dry, and I mean no tack whatsoever, I will steel wool right where the lip is going to go. Not scrub, just lightly, to take a little of the sticky finish off. that makes the box lid go on and off a little easier. So that's the tip of the day on the front of the box and how the lid goes on easier or not. I also paint on the inside. It doesn't quite look finished if the insides of the lid and the box are not complete. There is enough paint in your kit to complete the entire outside of the round box and the inside as well. It just makes a total complete package. This is a small, and you can see how well it fits inside. Plenty of room for tissue paper or any other sort of adornment, but it fits a large or an extra large just as well. So I hope you had fun watching. I hope you're enticed to try it yourself. It is very easy. I really enjoyed showing it to you, and until next time, see you soon. Bye.